morning, cool morning. And after last night, the cool starts. Cool enter this morning. Wednesday morning, cool Wednesday morning on top of the radio. As we take the go, we go have fun today. We go enjoy ourselves on top of this radio today. But then, make I just to let you know one or two things as you go down based on how it be. Yes. As you go down quickly. All right, from now until 7 o'clock, I'll tell you one or two things based on what goes up. All right, for my church mind, I go clear you my church mind from now. Go reach where 7 o'clock day. Scoff some things with day on ground. We go share them, and then by 7 o'clock we go check waiting paper they talk very quickly. Then if we don't finish with waiting paper they talk, we go rush shortly. That one go carry us go reach where 8 o'clock a day. And you know say when we check waiting paper they talk, you go get to put body. You understand? You get to put because the matters then with the papers, the matter we concern you all us off. You with the me myself with the talk here concern all man. Okay, so because they concern all man, we go open the phone lines so that you self go put the body. You go share with us how you feel about some of the headlines. Then we go move shortly from that time. Go reach 8 o'clock. From 8 o'clock, we go switch the gear, enter inside of the big talk. For the big talk, let me say we the talk big go. Every matter after the talk, we go bring one matter. The reason why we call them big talk, matter day where the be say we go mount on your computer, mount slide on top of the matter, check them, look one or two things, and see whether we go fit pick one or two come out from that matter. Okay? And now what you want to do for the big talk? That one go move us, go reach 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock we dey stop over for the newsroom because information they very important. But make we hear what they happen for the world. For the world, we go for the news, all right? And then of course, then on the other side of 9 o'clock, sorry side of sports, go carry us, go reach 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, the big Don Lawrence Omuete go day on ground with insights. Yes, it goes on ground with insight. Much later for 11 o'clock. All right, based on one or two, Mina go day on ground with midday with Mina by 11. By 12 o'clock, perspectives. All right, so that one go carry us go reach 1:30, and of course things go carry us march front go reach at 3 o'clock where we go enter for politics now. All right, so that one will carry us from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. There, the George go down ground with Citizen Sports and Scoff. Go reach where 5 o'clock would day. From that 5 o'clock now, Super Citizen at sunset. That one go down ground. I believe Muna go down ground for that one. All right, then that one go carry us go reach 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock music. Go touch your body. We're going to store you the music, they flog you the music, they wipe you the music. But you're not going to feel any single pain because now, good music go touch your body on top of this radio. From 7 to 9 o'clock, we go switch them again. Go check what's in the play based on Nightline Africa. That one go carry us go reach 10 o'clock. From 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, this one now go bring them down. African music. All right, African local music. We go touch your body from 10 o'clock go reach 11 o'clock. And short, you go touch your body till mama calls. Now, so we'll take one. I'm on top of the radio today in a 22 day for March 2023, 6:34. Now, what's in time they talk? They call me the chief priest because you got to wonder who be this person. Just they talk. Who you? Who you? They call me the chief priest this morning. Ezemmuo one. I balance well for here, the radio chief priest, and we did together. All right, from now till 9 o'clock this morning. And I come back, make a drink small water, get some things within my chest. I go share with you. And I come back.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Citizen FM, We believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Citizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
So check your time now, 6:37. Now waiting time to talk this morning on top the radio, Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now here we day this morning. Check them out for www.citizenfm.ng. You gotta follow us from there too, based on how they go. And then of course, we balance well this morning sharply now to dive inside of the matter. My church mind quickly today. Where would the see so? Where we say now the 22nd day of March today, a very special day. So sharply, yes, today, 22nd day of March 2023, World Water Day. All right, World Water Day in MB today, based on how it be. Now, what in make a thing check one particular day, look and say, what is World Water Day? Yeah. All right, but now they when they bring come outside to check one or two things to solve the problems them way concern water, at least to take they advance the talk, or to talk about them at least, to advance the talk, we will bring about solving problems around we concern water. Because you come to check them now, say water, but water is very, 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 very important, very important, because even according by the SDGs, that's now the Sustainable Development Goals, them. The goals, them about 17 of them, when it be say the list out, say based on one or two by 2030, say some of these things, them, or all of them actually, go be something when it be say it go they accessible to human being, all right, basic human need, all right. So one of them, in fact, number 6 of them, clean water and sanitation, all right, to get access to clean water, to get access to environment where they clean. And then hygienic environment too. Now something, in fact, now something only be say human being need well, we concern body matter, we concern your health, where you understand, because billions, according by the report, billions of people they don't get access to some of these basic things when it be say human being need to take day all right, to take live normal life, like water, like a demand for water Many things don't they cause say to get access to water and a problem, like say poor management of water resources, like the contamination of the fresh water them, where the fresh water supplies, then where the fresh water they come from, misuse, and then lack of maintenance and many things in them when it be say it concern the whole, and pollution too, because pollution of water bodies, many things when it be say many years of small things and things where people don't do, where don't become big things, where they affect, say, to get access to clean water can become problem. All right, so but on a day like this, now to talk about them, make we self they remember for ourselves, say based on how it go. Based on how it go. Now, according by the goal, the SDG, the Sustainable Development Goal, we concern water now. They talks about 2030, now to achieve universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all. Now, you go check yourself. How far, something when they be say, we don't they close to this thing. We don't they close to this thing. Where you they get your own water? Where you they see water from? How you they get access to water for where you they live, for where you they stay, go. Say you get borehole, or you they get how you they take access water. You understand? We're not going to take feedback, but I just to ask you, because you need to start to question these things. And why the question and be say, if you understand where they take water, if you get water from Memuya, or they get water from well, or where they live, water they come from you, from tap and all that. Now your job, now your responsibility to try your best to make it sure. Say that place where they get water, make you try maintain the water way, make you try ensure the hygiene or make it clean. You understand? Because clean water, availability of clean water or lack of clean water, now something when they be say one way or the other, they affect somebody either way. If the water they available, good for you. If you get access to clean water, good for you. If you don't get access to clean water, you don't go to go well for you, because from drinking to cooking to even bathing to many things, now clean water you need. You don't just need the water there everywhere. Water they gutter. Water they gutter. Water they different place. But not the only way you see water you use for certain things. So access to clean water is the key. And so that's why they ask where you to get your own water from, how you to take your water, and your own job to make sure say you protect where you to get water from to avoid say you can't decontaminate the waters based on one or two, or you can't do the looks or things when it be say go well. All right, so based on how it go, so according by the matters we concern water. Now, waiting everybody guys they involved. Now, the global campaign, waiting they call them now be the change. That's based on according by how United Nations take put on World Water Day, be the change, based on how it be to encourage people, make themselves take action, do some things for their life to change how then they use water. How then they use water? Just some people there when they be say they could just come. Open tap, they wash hand. Wash hand, that hand within the wash there now, they just leave the tap open. they don't want to know where the water they come from. They go just leave the tap open. Or person could just come into kitchen first. Maybe one rinse something. As enter kitchen, you first go tap, open the tap, then you go to find what you want rinse. You bring maybe spoon or something. You bring them. You can't start to the rinse them. You don't already open the tap down. The tap is already the rush. That water wastage. They wonder. They ask yourself, say, where this water they come from? The water when you they use, that water when they rush for your house, where if you open them, how they take on, where it come from? And then you need to understand how they use water and how to they use them and how to they ensure say they clean. All right, so the team be the change. You self go fit to contribute to take some kind of action to change how all man they use water, especially you yourself, the one way they within your control, how you they take the use water, how they take the range water, and then based on how it be. And then this one on they say individual plus even including community, everybody go join hand, contribute to the one what they call water action agenda. Water action agenda, series of matters them when it be say concern how to protect and how to make clean water accessible based on how it be. All right, so so now some of the things and things where the SOP we concern water arrangement now declare give you. So today in a World Water Day, and of course make you drink or learn. Don't forget to drink water. Drink some water today. Water good. But then United Nations 2023 Water Conference goes up from today will be March 22, go reach March 24. For inside of the United States there. So United Nations Water Conference. So they some of these things them they go gather together for them. Now, but make I just declare you 1.4 million people they die every year, and 74 million people go get their lives shortened. That's their life go called reduced. The lifespan go reduce small by disease. When it be say wait till they bring the disease now poor water, poor sanitation, poor hygiene. This is now according by World Health Organization 2022. Now they bring this particular research. They do this particular research. 1.4 million people now they buy every year, and then people going to be say their lifespan go reduce because of the diseases we come from lack of say they get better water or better sanitation or better hygiene. 74 million in the day for number. That now according by the statistics when they bring come outside. Think about them. Make yourself reason them. All right, so that any water body or any source of water where they around you, inside your house, your neighborhood, your environment, now your job to protect them, to keep them clean, keep them free from pollution and anything when it be say no be that water now you can't go the peace put, you can't go to do some kind of things put when you know say now water where they around you when it be say you still they use. Okay. All right, so because according by the according by figures when they bring come outside today, one in 4 people, 2 billion people worldwide lack safe drinking water. So 1 in every 4 people, then there's 1 in every 4 people. When it be say if you tabulate them, if you press up for calculator, it sum up to 2 billion people for the world. All right, 2 billion people for the world. They lack safe drinking water. This is now according by UNICEF too. All right, so they lack safe drinking water. I don't know how many of those people where they inside these statistics they hear waiting at the talk, but I don't know where you self they get water from. Okay, as you take the bill, almost half of the global population will be 3.6 billion people lack safe sanitation. Globally, for the full world, 44% of the water where that now wastewater where they for house, they don't treat them well. They don't treat them well. 44% of household wastewater, they don't treat them well. That now according by UN. When they bring this one come outside 2021 and they take a check and make some kind of research based on one or two, and then global water demand they look and say it will increase by 55% by 2050. That now the demand for water, more and more people will go need. I don't know. I know sure say because everybody know who they do without water normally. So when they say global demand for water, that one means say more population and they talk about there, because you know get anybody we go con we know they need water now, we go con need them much later. But global demand for water, global water demand, you know, is projected to increase by 55% by 2050. All right, so all of these things I want to drop and come outside to make you self-use and take a reason, make you make all of these things that get you to start to think based on how it be. Access to clean water, very, very important. But today, World Water Day on top of the radio. My church mind, waiting I just bring out to make a share with you based on World Water Day will be today. I beg you, try your best as best. All the water bodies, if you they live close to water, or the water where they use inside your house, whether anywhere where they take get out from, they rush from your house, or you they fetch from outside, somebody they fetch, bring for you, you get borehole on your own, or any which way where they take you get water, that water source where they use, they use and they cook, they use and they bath, they use and they do some things. Now your job, now your responsibility to try your best to protect that water source, because some things, some higgy haga, some things when it's sweet, they come from lack of, say, person gets clean water or lack of access to clean water. That now what's in them in mind this morning when I say I want to share, give you. They call me the chief priest, Ezemmuo 1. Check the time, 9 minutes before 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, bum, bum, we go rush inside of the bus stop. Make we check waiting paper to talk this morning. No touch your radio. This one, Citizen FM. On top of the matter, Citizen FM 93.7 Super Citizen at Sunrise. Now the show where you did listen to this morning. And they come back now. Commando. Now the song of Chorale, Great Man Takit. All of them there on top of that one. Enjoy. No touch your radio.
You got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole world in your hands. Within the past, we know you got the whole world in your hands. Commando, commando. I get God and I get life. Everything else you go work for me. Me and no dick to the room. Now you make a favor, follow me. You make a blessing, come and knock my door. And if I want to go order. You know that the focus. Everything I want, I order. Everything nice and smooth. I know. Be like you get drop. You know that the focus. Everything I want, I order. Everything nice and smooth. Be like you get drop. You got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole world. Within the past, you know you got the whole world in your hands. Commando. Commander, yeah. Follow the llama, the feel and the thing they totori. And you tell me, say my picking when you need me, make you there follow me. So, it's not my confidence. Every time I call you overconfident. I no need to come up from you, your device. And I go taste the later part. You know that you focus. Everything I want, I order. Everything nice and smooth. You let it drop out. You let it do forecasting. Everything I want, I order. Everything nice and smooth. You like it drop out. You got the whole world in your hands. Within the past, you know you got the whole world in your hands. Commando. The whole world, but in past you I've got the whole world in your hands. Come on,
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Citizen FM, we believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Citizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy.
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
The issues. Everybody respected that because it was coming from the president.
Purely behind it, the way the people took the battle in their hands.
Some civil servant retired without a roof over his age.
The cause.
If we cannot trust you, then you cannot take the ticket of this country. Who cannot be divulged from those who cause the crime. Honestly.
The passion.
You must have national spread. So where is it?
Why are you so concerned about that? He said money was.
I never.
No.
The platform is always the same.
Insight on Citizen FM 93.7.
The source is constant.
My name is Lawrence Umoite.
There is always an opportunity.
Tomorrow, Insight returns with another interesting.
Insight with Lawrence Umoite on Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja. Be part of the experience.
Hi, my name is Rita Ezemmuo Okoro, the founder and lead visionary of Street Project Foundation. Join the Street Project Foundation ambassadors Fridays, 8:30 a.m. on Citizen FM 93.7. We will be addressing key social issues such as xenophobia, police brutality, religious intolerance, youth profiling, insecurity, and other social issues in our radio drama series titled Omo, This is Real Life. Remember, Fridays, 8:30 a.m. on Citizen FM 93.7.
Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Your problem is my problem and my joy is your joy.
Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. If Nigeria
right, so sharp. No time to check anytime. 1 minute don't come out from where 7 o'clock day this morning on top of Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. And there you day this better cool Wednesday morning as they take the soft based on how they be super Citizen at sunrise now the show. And as we move now, we don't enter the bus stop where we check waiting paper they talk. All of the newspaper them then they here. So we check them one by each. They call me the chief priest. Ezemmuo one. I day here, but somebody else we balance well, very heavy human being. He did with us inside of the studio this morning. We're going to check the papers together. But make I just before we go bring them on, make we just put some more eye on top of the papers them this particular morning. Waiting paper they talk this day here this morning where we see say Obi Atiku, two others want tribunal to void Tinubu's declaration as president-elect. Obi Atiku, two others, they want tribunal to void Tinubu's declaration as president-elect. Well, I know, in fact, I get Philemon Ajekuko inside of the studio, so some of this matter, you're gonna need somebody wiggle. You're gonna need somebody wiggle. You're gonna need backup. Yeah. Because every day, to come out every day, they talk about most of these things every day. It gets and so Philemon Ajekuko, good morning to you, sir. Welcome aboard.
Good morning, Chief Priest.
So make we jump inside of the papers. Then will they see this one now? This headline, as I see the headline, the big one for this day. I say no. You guys comment on this one. Yeah. They say Obi Atiku, two others want tribunal to void Tinubu's declaration as president-elect. That's the big headline. Other writers follow on. Declare me winner of presidential election. Obi tells tribunal. Says Tinubu Shetima not qualified to be on the ballot. 6 president-elect's disqualification on account of his U.S. drug-related forfeitures, and then accuses INEC of suppressing votes of 18,088 polling units. Refusal to present forms EC8A, EC8B in Rivers for inspection. All these things now waiting Obi bring come outside for inside of one document where petition when he write bring come outside. So now some of the things that when he raise, where do you get to Yan? I don't know what your reactions to some of these things.
Well, the fireworks has just started. I looked at the Premium Times report on these issues, and Premium Times actually got certified true copies of the petition. So I looked at some of the prayers and the filings, and what's going on in my head is, well, the firework is there. The number one, the one that hit me is number one, that Tinubu was not qualified based on the forfeiture decision made by a U.S. court way back. And for that reason, he should be disqualified.
As far back as, I think, 1993.
Yes. One thing I've realized is when these lawyers file these cases, whether they actually believe that they will get the relief they are seeking based on their pleas. If you are fined or you forfeit something, it is not a conviction. Now, if you are given an option, say there is a prison term and then there is a fine, you are convicted. But the mere fact that your assets are seized based on what the legal authorities think happened, but they didn't go to trial because maybe they felt they didn't have enough information to hold you down and to look forward to a conviction. So for that reason, they say, okay, you forfeit this. That is not a conviction.
There was no sentence. There was no court ruling.
There was even you can even go further in terms of talking about companies, for instance, where they actually infracted, but they do not plead guilty, and they are fined. You cannot say you can say they have been convicted. So when you put that kind of thing as your first plea, I wonder whether it can even stand. So we wait for that to happen. On the issue of the nomination of the VP,
Shetima, yes,
that he was nominated for 2 constituencies, senatorial and VP,
vice presidential ticket.
I have also seen what the law says. The law says nomination and submission to INEC. So you cannot submit one name for 2 positions to INEC. But if you nominate somebody as a senatorial candidate and a VP candidate or aspirant or whatever it might be called, that is not against the law.
As long as he never reach INEC bus stop where INEC say INEC never acknowledge anyone.
That is not against the law. So why is that one there? I don't know. Then they also talked about 18,000 polling non-compliance because we have 170 something polling units all over the country. If you look at 18, if you just do a little, is it up to how many percent? Maybe 18% or 17%.
Because if you say we have 100,000,
100,000, let's say 20, plus, so will be 25, will be
to about 20%.
About 20%. So which means
this is just about give or take 18, yes,
or even less, because 76 is almost 100. So you are talking about maybe even 9%. Now, will that amount to substantial non-compliance?
Strong points there.
Will it amount to substantial non-compliance? Then you also talk about the non-uploading of the result to IREV. And I'm wondering, supposing, let's just assume, for instance, that INEC comes to say, oh, we tried to upload, but we had technological difficulty, which is also possible. Because according to Minister of ICT, there were 16 million attacks on the server. Now, what that means is that the server is being bombarded by requests. And in IT, once that happens, the server slows down and may not be able to take any information. That's what happens. Now, what if INEC goes to court and say, that's exactly what happens? Do you think I don't even bother about the court of first instance now. I'm talking about the Supreme Court, because that's where I have read a lot of cases. Do you think the Supreme Court, in its judgment, will say, okay, as a result of that, the election will be cancelled? You remember when we talked about this thing sometime ago, I say it is extremely difficult. And then another thing I noticed in that filing is that the lawyers are saying, when you do the subtraction and addition, then Obi would have gotten, for instance, 25% in 20-something states, because you need 25% in 24 states, and then you also have to have the highest number of votes. We said here long ago that as popular as Obi is, that the youths in the northern part of the country, they have a different mindset.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
From the youth in the southern part of the country. We even broke down the southern part, that the youth in the southwest is different from the youth in the southeast and south.
Yes. Even as close as southeast and south.
Exactly.
The orientation, they're slightly different.
And we use the SARS protest to do a map. Have tick of the SARS protest. The SARS protest. Was it not Lagos?
Yes,
that was where you felt the heat. So when you spread that, when you extrapolate that into the financial, into the electoral map of Nigeria, I did not think really that Obi would be able to secure the votes of the youths in the north. We are not even talking about the elders and the old mamas in the
young people.
The young
where
people,
the movements exactly. All right. Make we still check on the go. We still on top of this day. Don't know why would they like to get Safil inside the studio here. One of the headlines said Tinubu Physical verbal assault during March 18 governorship states assembly elections unacceptable. Now Tinubu they talk so, and then the riders, the attachment headline we follow and there is a calls for reconciliation, says ethnic slurs are capable of creating needless mischaracterization. Now, so you take talk. This one a big English this morning. Then the other writer say, Atiku say, your call for reconciliation smacks of hypocrisy. And now, so Atiku they tell us, this one way they talk, they make we reconcile now. Say na hypocrisy. All of them they there. Then Emefiele apologizes for the apologizes for deluge of online transactions failure. Emefiele, they apologize. He said they apologize for the for deluge of online transactions failure. Now, I don't know whether the apology, how you see himself feel this morning, because people they lose. People they feed the close transactions. People they queue for banks because transfer. Sometimes you could send the transfer message, the transfer will come off for your phone, but you never reach where you go. And they go debit you. Some of those things they apologize for. Apologies. Is there enough?
Can you tell that man that his apology is irrelevant?
It's relevant.
It's irrelevant.
Oh, irrelevant. Okay.
It's not only irrelevant, it is inciting. It is provoking. It is. I am personally aggrieved. I am personally aggrieved.
I really vex.
The reason is simple. How can you see people go through this excruciating pain and you do not do the right thing? Okay? And then you just come around to apologize. Apologize for what? If you go to the bank this morning as early as 6:30, you will see like 400 people in front of a bank. And they are not likely to get whatever they have gone there to get.
And most of them they get things to do for the day. Business, work, school.
So what? Listen, 1 year or lower than 1 year, I believe, after Emefiele came in his first term, I looked at this man. I looked at his pronouncement. I looked at his policies, and I came to the conclusion. And I told you, I wrote a piece about it, that Emefiele is not the right guy for this post. He, there's something we call shooting in the dark. That's what he has done toward his tenure up till now.
Shooting in the dark.
You want to catch a criminal, and you just take a gun and you start shooting at everything that you see in the dark, hoping that you will hit the criminal. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to kill a lot of people who are just taking a walk with their dogs, who are just taking a stroll in the night. So there is no. Tell me one policy, and I challenge your callers. Tell me one policy that this man has put in place that has worked. You can take the foreign exchange thing. First of all, he said, "Oh, let us license the Bureau d'Exchange," and he did. Then after a while, he said, "Oh, the Bureau d'Exchange are selling money to criminals or whatever," and he delisted them from the list of licensed sellers of foreign exchange. Today, where is the foreign exchange market? What is the exchange rate between the dollar and the naira today? What has happened between May 29th, 2015, and now? Look at the trend of our exchange rate. So you come up with this policy,
but if you check the cashless policy, it promotes the redesigning of the naira and the whole thing we follow them. The idea of cashless itself, really, is it bad to say cashless economy?
That question is redundant. Redundant because we have said that cashless policy is the way to go, right? It makes the cost of maintaining the naira to be low. Do you understand? Because when you do not touch cash, you will not abuse the cash. And you know the way we treat cash in Nigeria. Some they put on for corset, some they put on for mangma. What do they call mangma for our village? You know that thing you put and tie around your waist. You squeeze the money, you spend the money Sometimes you can't even account for how you have spent your money. So, but in terms of money management, it makes a lot of sense. In terms of tracking your own expenditure, it makes a lot of sense. But the question is, do you have the infrastructure to hold online transactions? So now you migrated millions of before now.
Yes.
Recall that even before this policy came in, there was already a lot of trouble with online transactions. Most of the complaints you get at the customer service in all the banks, they have to do with failed transactions. Either you go to ATM, you want to take your money, or you transfer, it doesn't get.
All of those errors.
All of those things. And I'm wondering, it is not your fault. I don't have to go to a bank to go and resolve these things. Once something happens, the bank captures in their own infrastructure to say this money was supposed to move from point A to B, but it didn't get to point B. Therefore, the money should go back to point A where it originated. I don't have to go to a bank to go and file anything. Now you see that some banks, you see some banks where you do transactions, they reversed it themselves. Right? Have you not experienced that?
Yes.
Yeah, they are reversed automatically. I even know of a bank that tells you if they don't reverse it in 24 hours, they will pay you something. They will reward you. So when you migrate millions, what that means is that it's like a funnel, a small funnel. You are pouring a jerry can of water into that small funnel. So you now pour all these transactions into a trunk that cannot take the transaction.
All right. All of them.
So he should go to bed with his
okay, the apology not irrelevant.
It's completely irrelevant.
All right. Thank you for that one. We don't talk. See the B. We still see the headline. It said Buhari, I'm happy. Nigerians now realize their voting power. As it says, I told voters to take money, vote according to their conscience. Then the other writers we did here say hints he's eager to retire home to tend to his over 300 animals. The other writer talks about remove fuel subsidy before leaving. U.S. envoy advises president. This idea of U.S. envoy advising, that one even another subject matter. But make we even look the remove fuel subsidy before leaving. In fact, make we take all of the headline and all the writers together quickly before we move on to the next paper. So how you see this one, especially the idea of removing fuel subsidy before him come out, is it realistic?
Now, I just want you to look at the state of the nation today. Just look at the state of the nation. As I was driving here, I saw the queues. Between let's say, what's today's date now? Wednesday? Yeah.
Today,
between Sunday
Wednesday, yes.
and today, things have changed dramatically because by Monday, Sunday, I saw the fuel queues coming down. Then suddenly, today, it has elongated.
From yesterday to today. I don't know why.
So take that one, put it at the corner. Then take the cash crunch. Take it, put it into the basket. And then take the feeling of hurt, the feeling of disappointment.
Post-election
grievance. Do you understand?
Throw them inside the basket.
As much as we want to say yes, we saw a diversified results of election. What is the feeling of people today about the election? Are they jubilant? Are they happy? See what you read a headline about what happened in Lagos.
Yes.
Ezemmuo, that is something that should not happen in Nigeria in 2023. That young man they call Bayo Ananuga, I don't even want to know whether he's a young man or an old man.
Bayo Ananuga.
I have a lot of respect for them, and I will tell you why. Because during the days of Babangida, during the days of Abacha, you recall Senator Jodu, Bayo Ananuga, and there was another chap, about three of them. They were in the news or Tell magazine. They gave the military terror. These guys fought for democracy, and we're very proud of them. How can such an individual make a statement that is so bad that it fouls the air of human sensibility. And then he comes around to tell you, I don't have any apologies to make. Even if he made an apology, I would not even listen to such apology. How that Lagos politics?
Let this be the last time.
This should be the last time the Igbos should interfere. For God's sake, Lagos is the effort of every Nigerian. That is why we have 22 million people there. They are not. If you take the Yorubas out, how many people do you think make up the other tribes in Lagos? So in a way, the Yorubas might even be minority in Lagos. I didn't say that. No, let's do the extrapolation.
Well, Safil, you see this particular place where would they go? If we go here, this particular subject matter of is Lagos and all is it a no man's land or not? Is it the effort to everybody, or is it owned by a traditional set of traditional people where the indigenous to that place? That's particular argument. If we
no, it's just like talking about New York and the US. You know New York. Everybody is in New York. Chinese, Americans, Indians, just name it, they are in New York. Then somebody will come and claim New York. Remember Clinton?
But it still belongs to
Wait. We are not talking about belonging. We are talking about shared responsibility for the growth of a town. Look at Abuja, for instance. Abuja, you have the Baggies. I understand they are the original inhabitants of this place,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But today, you have people from all parts of the country. They come here, they help build Abuja. So if Abuja becomes very successful tomorrow and is bustling with life, then somebody will just come and say, we are the owners, everybody else should go to hell. How would you feel about that?
All right. Okay, so make we just take one or two more headlines as it be, because if I check how I go feel about that one, on top of Daily Trust, defeated candidates, is a governorship polls, defeated candidates reject results in Kano, Lagos, Bauchi, Delta, others. Urge supporters to remain calm, head for courts, protest, rock Ogun, Nasarawa, Abia. That Abia now, Abia Enugu. Well, that one day there. Politicians must be ready to prove their cases. Now, lawyers, they talk so. All of them day there. For inside of the matter, Tinubu article clash over comment on healing after polls. Well, we don't check that one for the other headlines as it be.
Let me make a quick comment.
Yes.
I have a strong feeling, and as I was coming to the studio, it was going through my mind. There is need for there to be some amendment to our electoral act or to our judicial system to broadcast election cases live.
Wow.
Yes. Live. Election cases should be broadcast live so that people can follow the process and see how each level of the judiciary decided and what influenced their decision. Then our lawyers should also learn, because sometimes I just think they throw a lot of things into their cases, and in the process they complicate their own cases in court. Because once you put something in a petition, the judges are obliged to look at that issue, and that adds to the time layer that the judges will spend on these cases. Why not? Must you even go to court? If you can determine by looking at, we're not talking about infractions, just infractions of the law. Yeah. You can infract the law, but will that infraction amount to a reversal? You as a lawyer, you should be able to determine that ab initio. Or a forensic expert. Sometimes, even when they know that this thing will not amount to anything, they should go to court.
They go ahead with it. And then going ahead with it will cost resources.
A lot of resources. And when you are already in government, you use government resources
to recoup,
to fight your case. And it is not government that did that infraction. It is you as an individual and your party. Now you use government resources to fight.
All right. So that one day there, but make we check this particular headline. We say 2023 polls, Observer Group wants INEC unbundled. Now, I don't know, yes, many people, they raise concerns, INEC irregularities, many things. Unbundling INEC go solve anything.
Yes, let's not waste our time. The issue before INEC is not beyond INEC.
It's not beyond INEC.
You know, I was even thinking a few days ago that maybe we should, maybe INEC should just form a WhatsApp group to do this election, because what they are collating is simple arithmetic. It's not trigonometry. It's not advanced calculus. It's arithmetic. 1 + 1 + 1 equals to whatever. Calculate it, add it. That's all. A common spreadsheet, a spreadsheet, if an Excel spreadsheet can do this job. So why? Sometimes I wonder, why do we complicate simple things? We make simple things complex, and then we get overwhelmed with INEC as it is today has the capacity to conduct elections in Nigeria. Unbundling, disbundling, commercialization, if we should just throw that into the waste paper basket. Once INEC does the right thing at the right time, have your guideline. This is what you as a polling unit officer can and cannot do. Now, when you go there,
and in the event of something like this happen,
this is what you should do. It's as simple as A, B, C, D. Now, when you read some of these cases, you will get to see, we blame politicians a lot of the times, but we exclude INEC officials that are done something. We even blame man. It's not only about the chairman, it's about the polling officer, the ad hoc staff down there who is not following the guideline. So in some of the cases I have gone through, you will see situations where INEC cannot defend the result in court. INEC cannot call witnesses to testify to his own case. What they do that I've seen most of the time, they will what they call dumping of documents. They will just collate the document and dump it on the court, and then just sit back and have the petitioners battle themselves into blood. So let us not waste our time.
All right.
On the issue of INEC about bundling or bundling. INEC can do what it is constitutionally required to do, and it should do it.
Because Nigerians are still there. If you unbundle and create OPEC or PADEC, now still Nigerians.
The behavior will still be. And don't forget too that when the deed is done, according to Macbeth, what do you as an organization do to these fellows down there who are causing you this embarrassment? Nothing.
All right. So sharply, we will open the phone lines very soon, but then we could check one or two headlines where they see still on steel. Operating license not a right. Emefiele warns banks chiefs. Then on the big headline for the Guardian, so operating license not a right. And then they write, as they say, as CBN tightens credit squeeze, raises interest in historic 18%. MPR in sync with economic realities. And then they say CBN has taken steps to insulate local banks from risks. Emefiele, they talk so. This particular one, he say CBN has taken steps to insulate banks from risks.
That one doesn't make any.
But how about the customers, the people? How about the people? Because
the risk he's talking about is what's going on in the international community.
Okay,
our banks are not exposed to some of these factors that make this bank to fail in America. You remember in 2008 when the banking sector collapsed all over the world. It didn't affect us because we don't have investment in those banks. We don't have anything that ties us to those banks. Yes. So Nigerian banks, I am not panicking because they are not plugged into that international banking
where they get crisis
transaction. We don't do those transactions. So it's like promising me that I will not fall out of this chair. It doesn't make any sense because I did balance here. So I go do for it don't
make any sense.
It don't make any sense.
All right, the numbers they there we'll go take talk quickly. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. If it's send us message for WhatsApp 0818 22 22 205. We're on the touch some of the things we paper they talk. Wait till you self get to talk about them. Hello, who they decide this morning?
Ezemmuo, good morning. Ezemmuo, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Isa Ashiku, the citizen.
Isa Ashiku, good morning to you. Make we hear you quickly.
Yes.
I beg, your radio, say your radio day on. I beg.
I forfeit. What I'm saying is that the helpline, this bondman or not bondman, and I tell you before that the two political agitators, Atiku and Tinubu, before the primary, I say we are in a real problem because this money back will not allow our election to go. If we have good INEC and good leadership in this nation, these two people are supposed not to contest this election. But so far they have bring the confusion.
Okay.
We are waiting, even the court, because they have already arranged with the court. Court will not do anything. At the end, the case will be thrown out like a typical case who was thrown out and they did not tell people what happened.
Okay,
so what I'm just telling you that we have a long way to go. We don't need to wait for America to be telling us our election is good or not good. We have leaders people like Abu Salami and his team. I will tell you that his team not work anything. They are the
okay, the peace committee. Okay, thank you so much.
And then Emefiele could have been removed from that CBN since because he's not the only person qualified to be. He's not the first CBN governor, and he will never be the last. Emefiele could have been removed there since. But Mr. Buhari keep him because he knows what he's using him for.
All right. You say God will fight for Nigeria.
Let me wait for God. We are going to wait for God.
Isa Ashiku is vexed this morning, but still, even in the anger, make we know still make some unverified claim based on how it be. Hello, who they decide this morning?
My brother, good morning. This is Godwin from Maraba.
Godwin from Maraba, morning to you. Make we hear you quickly now.
Brother, you see this country, this election we are still talking about here.
Hold on, which of the headlines where you they react to so that make you don't talk the country?
Talk about this election that we conducted now.
Which headline we did? Okay, because of which of the headlines so that make we know spread the talk. Go ahead.
So this election we are talking about, this election was not election, nice election.
All right. Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk this morning. Thank you so much. I see they take the B. All right. So I beg when you control us, we don't talk many things, and most of the things, in fact, all of the things we feel when they talk about now things from the papers. All right. So make we keep them there. Make we no go say the country. Hello, the side. Yes. Good morning to you. Morning to you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, morning to you.
The topic that I want to talk about is a Emefiele apology.
All right, what's in your own name?
My own name is James Essien from
James Essien from Yaya.
Yes.
Go ahead quickly.
Is Emefiele apologize to people? Is he going to do restitution to all the people that even died, that lost their money, that instead when you go to POS, instead for you to get your money, you now buy you now pay 2,000 to collect 10,000. Is he going to do restitution for all those things? I thank God for the man that is in the studio. That the man understands what to do. He say his apology is provoking Nigeria.
That's right.
And by the grace of God, remember, hello?
Go ahead. Are they here?
Yes. Tell him that whatsoever a man so well, that shall he reap.
All right. Thanks so much. Well, thank you for that one. We don't talk quickly as it did be. Make we still check but in the talk about restitution. Make we take this call. I will come back to Saffield for the studio. Hello, who they decide?
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Hello, Kennedy.
sir. Good morning, sir.
Your line the break, but go ahead quickly. Kennedy from New Carroll. Yes, go ahead.
Maybe now because I don't drink water because today you've been talking about saying and day where we support
World Water Day,
clean water, World Water Day. So maybe now because I never drink water, so the truth and the line.
Where you want to see the water to drink? Pipeline day, Abuja.
Is well. You see, I want to talk about Emefiele's apology. To me, it's a first-class mockery to our beloved citizens. You can't just catch a child, flog him, and then you are telling him not to cry. He has done, in fact, I was expecting him to tell us that for all the pains he has caused Nigerians, he is sorry and the CBN is making efforts to console Nigerians. I mean, giving us some money and not to come out to mock us. That he is giving an apology, which to me is making me to be angry even this morning because as we speak this morning.
But not the mockery, an apology. Okay, you didn't go to work.
The apology to work. It's just like mockery.
Okay, you didn't go to work. You talk something about work. You don't go. Why? You don't get money?
Because I don't get money. I don't get cash.
Cash.
And I can't drive out because there is no fear. So to me, I'm just very specific that to me it's like mocking a child they are telling him not to cry. Then another thing I want to talk, this one enter me. Buhari saying they eager to leave office.
Yes. He did the headline there.
It's a very good one, but he should also be eager to tell us of his achievement before leaving the office. He should be eager to tell us about the.
He need to tell you, they see him.
I'm not okay. I'm not to see him. The things when he been promised us. He don't tell us he go return to a farm.
You know they see the fuel queue. Is that not an achievement?
But
what do you mean you are not seeing the achievement?
All right.
What I really mean is that he should come out and tell
you that he has done X, Y, Z for.
He has done. This is the refinery he promised us. This is the standard education he promised us. This is the fuel. Right. Then we'll clap hand for him. Thank you.
All right, Kennedy.
I'm going.
All right, Kennedy. Thank you so much. God bless Nigeria. I like that one where they talk so Safi. I don't know.
I read that headline and I was thinking to myself, is there any way we can accelerate the process of his leaving so that maybe he can just leave before May 29? Let us pay him the salary where he made from now till but here is the case. This is a man who has been there. He was a military president, and then for years
we've been trying to go back there.
At a point, he cried. You remember that? He cried. And now said he has given up. So, APC came in. And he got what he had been looking for. Today, can we honestly look back
and say all those years of trying was worth it?
That's the question I want Mr. President to ask himself. Has he left Nigeria better today than it was before he came in?
All right, good morning to you there. Strong question from Safil. Good morning.
Yes, I'm Mr. Andrew from Wuse 2.
Mr. Andrew from Wuse 2, morning to you. Make me hear you quickly now this morning.
For me personally, I accept the apology to CBN. Because when you have a child and shit on your body, you cannot.
My brother, watch your language so that that particular word you can just say butu or pupu if you just come. Thank you so much. Go ahead. No, the word where you use now to make you watch.
I should just. I accepted the apology from CBN.
All right.
Because I believe that CBN is under somebody. It's under somebody. So all the difficulties that we face in this Nigeria is not the cause. It's not his expectation to bring Nigeria into problem. So for me, I accept an apology and I urge him to make money in circulation. Thank you.
All right. Very simple, gentle Nigerian. Thank you for that one. We don't talk. Hello, who they decide quickly?
Good morning, Ezemmuo.
Morning to you. I beg, give your voice volume. Make we hear you clearly. Who they talk? Where they call us from?
It's Jerry calling.
Jerry, why they sound like say they cover you for inside port? I know they hear you.
I beg no verse. Now NEPA everywhere just stay silent. NEPA no give us life.
Now make you know make your voice no clear.
How first you have to stand well before you get joy nowadays.
Okay, Jerry, just confirm that your location. Confirm your location for us quickly.
Aotaba Lefi.
Go ahead.
No give us like Ezemmuo, I beg. I call the result of Enugu State governorship election.
Enugu and Abia, they the last information we'll get, we say they on they don't suspend the announcing of the result for now.
Yeah.
Yes, Enugu and Abia.
This is 5 days. 5 days from the election. 5 days. In history of Nigeria election, where this thing happened? In a state is a 17 local government. 17 local governments, because of Kano East local government, the INEC that collecting a result of them go and take a manual voting. Is it correct?
Okay. Enugu na your state, Abi?
Enugu is my home state.
All right.
Let me just ask this question. Is there a riverine area in Enugu?
There's a riverine state now.
The riverine area in Enugu, Abi?
Sorry, there's a riverine area.
The place where they are expecting the result, is it a riverine area?
No, what is happening there is that the INEC was that a local government. They went and begin to collect a manual voting. That is the problem.
You know, if they ask you, say that area where they hold, what are they around there? Like river or anything?
Water is not in the local government, there is water that are, but in that polling unit, there is no any water there. There's no any polling booth there. What I'm saying that anybody that win election, they should give the person.
Okay.
That is no cause problem. No violence, no thuggery there in Enugu State. No thuggery during the election, no violence during the election. If violence just this a problem. You understand? No security breach of there in Enugu State.
Okay, thank you so much, Jerry, for that one we don't talk. I want to ask Safil why they ask about the water.
Because if you take a place like Bayelsa, if you take a place like Delta,
issue,
there are some places that are very difficult to access. So, but then we are talking about, like you said, this is how many days after the election.
Yes.
So even if not Rivana area, the boats go down reach.
Hello, who did this say?
Good morning, Ezemmuo.
Good morning to you. Who they talk there? Where they come from?
Someone from Abu.
Someone from Abu. Morning to you, my brother. How you did this morning?
Mr. Phil, good morning. Thank God for the seat that they give to you that you will not fall away.
I will not fall.
You are very gallant here.
I am.
Please, I just want to contribute to this. The president going back to his
farm.
To his town, yes. It is not obvious. It is obvious now because you can see that most of things are not working now. Most things are not. And this is more reason why people are not happy about the present election, or that presidential election that is going back to EPC. Because this Tinubu is among the people who brought this money into power. And all these things, these refineries and all these things that are not working, he is aware. He's practically aware of it. So going back to this thing, and the president has said that Tinubu is going to follow his legacy. That means that these things that he may not, none of these problems will be abated for now. So that is more reason why Nigerians are not happy.
Well,
this issue of
well, I go say the issue of the president-elect. Make them give him chance first, because he did too early to start the use the shadow of waiting they happen now. They judge him. Make them give him chance. Maybe if he don't do 1 month, 2 months, then the body like.
But may I bring this man to power?
I know, but he's a different human being altogether. So make we see what he carry come. I understand what you talk. I understand what you talk.
It's all right. It's all right. Then as for you see, somebody is saying that you should not blame him because he's taking order from above. You are kept there not as a robber camp.
You are meant to advise the president, to advise all the put all the financial experts together, make it enact the policy, promote the policy that will work in the country. Know what will work and know what will not work in the country.
All right.
So so taking all that from above, at least you want to persuade the president if he is bringing a policy that will not work in the country. Tell him with the nation of Nigeria, something that is working abroad might not be able to work here. Something that is working here might not be able to work abroad. We are different entities entirely. Understand?
All right.
As far as because abroad is a developed country, we are a developing country. You know what I'm saying?
We are developed, but we are still developing.
We are still developing.
I think.
So someone should not say that.
All right.
Anyway, let me just leave it there.
Thank you so much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you, Sam. Someone from Abu. Yes,
I think Jerry, right?
Sam, the one we just called. The one we called before Sam.
The one we just called now.
Now Samuel from Abu.
Okay.
Yeah, Samuel from Abu.
He made a very valid point.
Yes.
By the way the CBN is set up, the CBN does not take policy directions from the presidency. It is the CBN that, based on its own analysis of the economy, that will tell the president this is the way we should go. This is where we should go, based on what we have assessed. So the idea of saying
not the other way around.
It's not the other way around.
Not the president telling you that this is the way we should go.
No. Like he said, even when that happens, it is still within your right
to say no, sir. No good.
This road, when you say make we pass, no good. Here, make we not go here.
Make you take this side.
So let's not shift the blame from where it is.
Very important clarification for there. All right, so we still a check waiting. Paper they talk this morning. And they see I'm there and phone lines still they open. Who they decide?
Chief Priest, good morning.
Good morning to you, Abego. Who they talk? Where you they call us from? Quickly.
Good morning, Mr. Analyst. Ogafiel.
Yes, Ogafiel.
My brother.
Yes, this is Godwin O. Abuo, the Abuja man in Abuja.
All right. Godwin O. Abuo, Abuja man. From where? Where your location?
Yes, Malalaba.
Okay, quickly, make we hear you sharp.
Before you talk, Godwin, I'm still expecting yam from Ogoja, so make you try the
Definitely to reach you. I'll bring for you.
Inshallah.
Yes.
I wish he did, so I don't know where una they discuss them, but as I don't talk from my front, so
you will share.
You know, go past me. Go ahead quickly, okay.
If you will reach you.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let me go quickly on Mr. Bayo Onanuga.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, quickly, yes.
You see, I want to speak on what you said as regards the Igbos in Lagos State concerning 2027.
Just keep them very short because that one talk we bring talk. You don't really did the headline, but just go ahead quickly. Just keep them short. Yes.
Yes, my what I'm saying is that.
Yes.
If he doesn't know what is happening, he should ask what happened in 1994 in Rwanda. What caused genocide that led to the ravaging of that country. And he, who is trying to be as a kind of spokesman to the president-elect, he shouldn't begin to fan embers of war by making this kind of unguarded statements. It is not proper. If not for the fact that the hand of the clock was let loose and it went anti-clockwise, giving his party an upper edge against other parties and bringing them on board, would he have had the guts to begin to speak what he's saying now? Please, he should learn from his principal, who speaks in a very tactful manner in regards response to national issues. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Godwin Oabo. Well, you make some point for there.
Very valid.
Make some.
Now, small matches, as small as a matchstick is, that can set a forest ablaze. And when a forest goes ablaze, whatever is on its path is
goes. It go burn and they go.
People think that this country. I don't know what really goes on in the head of certain people. When you say certain things, you do certain things that has very grievous implications, and you play over it. When the consequences land on our table, we will have nowhere to run to. Don't forget, say there's no place to run to. Is it Togo we are going to run to? Is it Benin Republic? Is it Ghana? We will overrun all the West African states, if not the whole of Africa. So people should be very mindful of what they say. Politics is something that happens for a period of time. It's not. It's your principal is not going to be in power forever. One day you'll be out of the
especially all the spokespeople, because most of the campaign of aggression or campaign of vexation or name calling, if the spokespeople, then they're guilty. Well.
Yeah, you see. But when you see the spokesperson in mass communication, we are told that when you speak, it's not you that is speaking. On
behalf of.
You are speaking for the president. So when you speak, whatever you speak is not you. It's your principal that is speaking. So you see a situation, if you remember Fani Kayode,
yes,
how he attacked Jonathan, right? And then suddenly Jonathan now brought him in the 2015 election. And Kayode made a 360. So why would you employ such a human being, for instance, to represent your voice? So sometimes these people play hanky panky. They put these guys forward. Privately they enjoy what they are hearing. Then publicly they say, "Oh, we are not in support of after the damage has been done."
So somebody could call it nuisance value.
Exactly.
Say yes. You
signed a peace agreement. That peace agreement presumes that you will talk to your people. Say, listen, this, as far as I'm concerned, this is how I'm going to be guided in this election. Nobody should say this kind of thing or that kind of thing. If I were a principal, that is what I would tell my people. So, as long as that is not done, there's what we call I'm trying to find the word in law now. When your surrogate does something, they can hold you responsible for it.
All right, so check them now. 7 minutes, maybe one or two calls, because the calls then they come in. Hello, who they decide very quickly? Who they talk? Hello. All right, nobody they decide. Make I check this side very quickly. This side.
Yeah, morning, she says
morning. This guy.
Marksman, they call from Apple.
Yes, make we hear you quickly, Marksman.
Yeah, good morning to our chief there, our chief.
Good morning, Marksman.
Yes.
U.S. envoy advising our president to remove subsidy before stepping down. I don't think these people they know what we the masses are passing through. No fuel. Swap of money is causing crisis. Insurgency or is on the other part. And then you are asking our president to remove subsidy.
You never had inflation of 21 point something percent.
Okay, inflation on the rise. And then you are saying, advising our president to remove fuel subsidy. Do they want we the masses to die, or do they want for us to survive? Sometimes, probably they don't know how we the masses in Nigeria here are living, because I think if they know, they would rather advise him to ensure that he out of the 4 old refineries that we have, at least 3 are functioning before he hand over, not advising me to remove subsidies. Do they want us to die? They want they want frustration to kill us.
But Matt, I mean, be very honest with yourself.
Yes.
If you die, you go and meet your Lord and Savior. Heaven is great. Why are you bothering yourself?
Now that I'm in the physical, I want an opportunity to enjoy the physical.
before I will think.
But better things are in heaven.
Why? Heaven. Nobody should deny me my right here.
All right, thank you, Maxwell. For that one, we don't talk this morning. Patrick said CBN governor apologized to Nigerians is not necessary since nothing has changed. I have been asking for the CBN governor to be fired for all the sufferings Nigerians are going through. Yesterday, Anoepi told me the CBN governor cannot be fired because he was appointed for a tenure. That one, another different talk. He was appointed for a tenure, he cannot be fired? Really?
That's not true.
Really? Say he was appointed for a tenure, so he cannot be. I don't know who appointed. That's why appointed for the tenure. No,
even the president of the country can be removed by impeachment.
Can be removed.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's no sacrosancy.
So I don't know where this talk comes from. But anyway, he said the question I want to ask him is this: if the CBN governor cannot be fired, can we impeach him? If since he cannot be fired, let him be impeached. Okay, thank you so much. He said if the CBN governor resigns today, his apology will be considered. Wow. Okay, now Patrick, they talk so. Thank you so much, Patrick. Check your time, 4 minutes, time no day. On the other side of 8 o'clock, the big talk, Safil, they inside of the studio, Philemon Ajekuko, live inside of the studio. We go check something very, very important. You know, go one miss that one. And then all us off, we go put the body for inside of the matter. They call me the Chief Priest, Ezemmuo 1. No Touch Your Radio, Citizen, FM 93.7 for Abuja, Super Citizen at Sunrise. We they come back now.